Rock and roll began in the 1930s with a gospel-singing black woman and her electric guitar. You like Chuck Berry, you like Elvis, you like every single musician who came after with a guitar in their hands, we'll give thanks to Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Welcome back to another video, folks. My name is Richard Durazo, and today we are going to be examining the godmother of rock and roll. Let's get started. Sister Rosetta Tharpe was born in Arkansas, and her parents picked cotton. At the age of 6, Tharpe's mother left Arkansas with Rosetta and joined a group of evangelists in Chicago, where they joined Robert's Temple Church of God and Christ. Stories say that even then, at 6 years old, Sister Rosetta Tharpe was performing for these churches and congregations with her guitar and her voice. Once in her teenage years, Rosetta would travel and perform at churches, revivals, and town meetings. At the age of 19, Sister Rosetta married preacher Tommy Tharpe. Though the marriage wouldn't last very long, Sister Rosetta would keep the Tharpe name adapted into her stage performance. Sister Rosetta moved away from her marriage to New York, where her music career finally began to fully bloom. In New York, Rosetta discovered she loved churches and nightclubs. Tharpe would perform as a commercial musician from this point forward. In 1938, Rosetta recorded her first record for Decca Records at the age of 23. Rock Me, originally an old gospel song, would go on to inspire the likes of Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, and Elvis Presley. Tharpe, however, would not be able to hold on to all of her church roots and admitted that she was contractually obliged to perform whatever music they presented to her with her band. Lucky Melander. Songs like Tall Skinny Papa were a huge hit.
Tall, skinny papa. I'm a tall, skinny papa, that's all I'll ever need.
But Sister Rosetta Tharpe wanted to create different music. Tharpe would continue to make music facing segregation and prejudice of being a black woman who was a successful musician. She would spend a lot of her time between touring, living on her tour bus. Sister Rosetta Tharpe also has a unique honor of being a queer black gospel musician. Sister Rosetta began to tour with her lover, Marie Knight, who would sing and play piano as well. There is even a musical play based on their relationship called Marie and Rosetta. In the 1950s, however, Marie's mother and 2 small children died in a fire, and Marie Knight drifted away from Rosetta due to the trauma of this situation. Shortly after their separation, Rosetta would enter her 3rd marriage, which was staged at the Griffin Stadium in Washington, D.C. in 1951. This wedding was recorded, and they actually charged tickets for fans to get in and see the show. It was a wedding between Sister Rosetta and her manager, Russell Morrison, who Sister Rosetta was actually not very close to. The marriage actually did last for 22 years, though. Show business, go figure. In 1964, Sister Rosetta Tharpe toured Europe with a blues and gospel act. This group included Muddy Waters and Reverend Gary Davis, along with a large number of other amazing gospel and blues musicians, touring around England and Europe. So, this act was seen by such musicians as Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, Keith Richards, and Brian Jones. After the tour, Sister Rosetta Tharpe was diagnosed with diabetes. She suffered a stroke in 1970, and her leg had to be amputated as a result. She suffered another stroke and passed away on October 9, 1973, at the age of 58. In 2018, Sister Rosetta Tharpe was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
My body is all suffering in pain. Whoa, yes. I got no one to call on. Hear my cry. Hear my call. Please hold my hand. lest I fall. Take my hand. Whoa, precious Lord.
And with that, I will leave you. Thank you so much for viewing this video, folks. My name is Richard Durazo. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Consider joining my Patreon. A lot of the time I include small clips and other music that may be cut from the final product on YouTube. So if you want to see the original video, join my Patreon. I also post scripts. Otherwise, good night. Thank you so much.